Remember the days you were watching Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory as a kid? Well, I'm gonna be recreating it in Hardcore Minecraft, which will include the iconic chocolate waterfall and even the elevator to space. But before we can go there, we have to go back to the movie. This image is gonna help us a lot with building this, and there appears to be a lot of mushroom looking things. Alright, for this scene, I think we can use shulker boxes to do the same effect. And of course we have to add the scene of the little girl falling. Oh, finally we finished. And now that we finished the movie, we have to destroy this entire grass field. So that took a really long time. And now that we have this giant grass field, we have to start making an outline for the build. Alright, the front's done. Now I'm just gonna speed it up a little. And there we go, we're done with the outline. Although this factory is looking a little plain, so I think we should add a few pipes to make it look better. That's looking a lot better. Alright, now that the outline is done, it's looking really good. But it's not a factory yet, because it's missing stone bricks. So let's just AFK 5 hours of my life, and then we should be good on stone. And now that we have all the stone, it's time to build this factory. And also have a cool building montage while I'm spinning around. And let's also finish the tower in the back, because at the end of this video we're gonna need it. And that officially makes this place completed. Or is it? Because we're gonna use all of the scenes from the movie to replicate the inside as well. So we're gonna need a game plan. So our first room is gonna be a chocolate decorator room. And for the second room, it's gonna be a shulker box lifting you in the air to replicate one of the scenes. But you're gonna have to wait for the other rooms. And now we're gonna have to terraform this place, because it's gonna have to look like this. So we have to make it very detailed. Alright, that should be all of the landscaping done. Now we're gonna have to decorate this place. So we're gonna need some mangrove, moss, and even some mushrooms. And now we can finally start building this interior. Oh dang, that's looking sick. And now all we have to do... Oh, I don't think you belong here. Let's just take care of this. And as I was saying, now we just need to add some more details. Alright, finally, this place is looking sick. But I think it's missing something. So I have an idea. Let's recreate the iconic chocolate waterfall from the movie, which will use cocoa beans instead of chocolate. But we're gonna need hundreds of nuts. I mean, cocoa beans. So let's make a super OP cocoa bean farm. Alright, let's begin by just grabbing a few cocoa beans. Ah! I hate skeletons! Oh, there we go. And we're also gonna need some wood to place them on. Okay, we finally have enough to start building the farm. Alright, so I think it's gonna be a good idea to build it in this room. So let's start with the first layer of this farm. Alright, there we go. The redstone is completed. Now let's just place these logs, some stone, and now we just copy this 3 times. Second layer done. And all of the layers completed. And now we can start planting the cocoa beans. And now that all of them are placed, let's just AFK this for an hour or 2 and see how good this does. Alright, we've AFK'd it around an hour, so let's check the rates. Oh yeah, that's really bad. So we're gonna have to make a cocoa bean farm that gives us almost double the amount. And its most expensive resource is bone meal. So let's just collect a few bone blocks. And watching this afterwards, I did not realize how satisfying bone blocks are. Now we just put all the bone meal here. Flip the switch, and then we're good to go. And after like 30 minutes of AFK, we got all of this, which should be more than enough. And now if we just add some dispensers here, add some redstone here, and then we make a weird piston looking thing that will shoot all the cocoa beans. Or never mind, apparently it's easier to use slime blocks. Oh, I'm so stupid. And then let's just get some brown concrete from my concrete converter. And finally, some final touch-ups, and this is looking great. And now that the first floor is done, it's time to move on to the second one, which we're gonna need a shulker box for. And we're just gonna need an end city, and then we're gonna have to make a bridge that's over 1,000 blocks wide. And this took a really long time. Then once we're done with that, we're gonna have to add some rails and send this shulker box off. And then finally, the moment of truth. Ah, darn, he got stuck. This means we're gonna have to get a different strategy. So we're gonna have to button up this whole area. Because if you place buttons, shulker boxes can't teleport on them. And instead, they'll teleport into the portal. And you probably don't want to see me place a million buttons. So here's the final result. And now let's just move. Oh, my bad. So we're gonna have to get a different shulker box. And hopefully this time it actually works. So it appears we have the same situation as the last shulker. No! No, why are you dead? Alright, it's the third shulker box. Please don't die. It's like 1 a.m. Alright, it's going in. No! No! Why? Oh, this is taking way too long. So I think we should move on to the next room. With the next room being one of the best so far. And this room is also inspired by the latest version of this movie. And to make this room as accurate as possible, we're gonna use LAs. And the only way to find them are woodland mansions. And I think there's one near here. Oh, there it is. And apparently there's only a 50% chance of finding LAs in a woodland mansion. So hopefully we're lucky. Oh dang, there's armor trim here. Oh, and I think this is the room where the LAs are. Let's go. And let's make a nether portal, because I don't want to walk 6,000 blocks. Also do it on the nether roof, since it's easier. And let's also lead them back. Get it? Because I'm using a lead, and we're leading them back. I'm not funny. And now before we put them in the room, let's decorate it. And let's also make this cool redstone circuit that makes it so that all the LAs drop their cocoa beans here. One thing I forgot to add is this weird circle looking thing, so let's just quickly add that. And this is looking so good. And then we just give them all a cocoa bean. And then if we throw cocoa beans there, they should all go in. Let's go, they're all coming in. And they're all sorting it. And I would say this room is a success. And now let's move to my favorite room, the elevator to space. Which is gonna require a lot of resources like getting slime, observers, and we're also gonna need honey, which I literally have none of. So we're gonna have to make a honey farm, and it's gonna be really cool. Get it? B? And now we can start building it. Okay, the glass part's done. And now we're gonna have to get beehives, and it's not as easy as you think. Alright, there's the third one. And the fourth. A sixth one. And finally, the last one. Then we just place some dispensers on the farm, and add some weird redstone stuff. Then we just add some bottles. And then we can add the honeycomb. Oops, misplaced this. Oh, no. I forgot to use Silk Touch. I guess I'm gonna have to kill them. And I'm pretty sure this farm's operational now. So let's just AFK for a bit. Or never mind, I don't see any bees. Okay, so I think I fixed the problem. The honeycombs have to be facing forwards. And now I actually see bees. Which means we can finally build it. Now definitely not using a tutorial, let's build it. Here we go, elevator done. Now we just have to build the receiver, which is also finished. And if I didn't screw up, this should work. Aw, darn it. Okay, now if we try it should work. And we finally managed to do it. And now this place is looking so sick. Except for one thing. Which is of course we're still missing the shulker box. Yes! I got one! Okay, he's coming down. He's going in. Oh, wait, I think I did it. Oh, he's actually here. We actually did it. And if we just put him in here, this room is completed, and we might as well just test it. So if he hits us, we should fly all the way up. And let's go. This means we finally finished all the rooms. So please subscribe because this video took so many hours.